Okay, so real quick, I just started the recording. We talked about slow versus tension. Right? Remember, slow is 2, tension is 5. We go smooth to the end, finishing rotation and opening at the end. And the second and the last thing about the offset, or excuse me, the slow versus tension is we start the technique when our foot touches the ground. When the foot touches and completes the stance, that's when we move. Okay. We talked about fluid versus robotic technique. The technique we highlighted, remember, was the side kick. If we lift our knee and throw our front kick in a one smooth motion, well, then our side kick should be the same way. It shouldn't be lift, hold, kick, pull, set down in a very robotic motion. We want to be fluid. We talked about the hand and foot timing, making sure that we come out of a kick, we control our step so we can deliver a fast technique with that proper timing and landing with the foot. And then we talked about the offset timing, right? It doesn't finish before you start. It starts, but you still finish together. Start, finish together. Start, finish, and then on this combination, it's a normal punch, okay? So I just recapped the first 10 minutes. Boom. Okay. Let's go on to, if you have a question, it's easier if you unmute yourself and chime in because I don't have someone here to cue me on the questions. Moving on. All right. Let's go with the first line of the form. All right. Shim Jong, first line of the form. Okay. We step out with our left foot. So I'm going to try to mirror image with you guys. Not my favorite thing to do. Okay. But we step out with your left foot. All right. And you go here and here. I don't think I need to mirror. Yeah. Left foot. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Left foot steps out. Bring the hands up. Nice and controlled. And just come up to here. Feet are shoulder width apart. Okay. You'll know if your feet are too wide apart if you put your hands above your head and you look like the letter A, then you went too far. You should be here. You should look more like a pencil or a rocket ship this way. Okay. Then you know your feet are wide enough. They're only supposed to be shoulder width. Okay. And the hands come up nice and controlled. This is not a performance aspect. It's not. Okay? When you do that, if I'm walking by the ring and I see you do that, just understand I'm laughing on the inside. Okay? I'm just being honest with you guys. Okay? Right? When you go to Chumbi, it's just here. That's it. None of this performance stuff. Okay? All right? Cool. Now, first move of the form. All I need to do is rotate this top wrist, keep this hand right here. I step out and I throw my double inner forearm block here. Okay? So this is from the side angle here. Boom. From the front. I rotate as I'm stepping here. Boom. Double inner forearm block. This fist should be at the center of your chest. And your elbow should be down. This arm is here. This hand doesn't touch this elbow or come anywhere near it. It's right here. Okay? Work on that rotational step. Work on stepping out. Keep that right hand on your ribs. Rotate. And that's all one motion. Boom. You see? Here. 5. Good. Here you go. Practice. Okay. Fist. He's going to keep his hand here. This hand's going to rotate as he steps. Block. Yes. Elbow down. Here. You're blocking this angle, not this way. Blocking here. I'm your target. Just block. Bang. Okay? All right? Looking good. Now, for speed today, we may not practice things on both sides. We may just practice one side, because everything is the same on the other side. This gives you your homework assignment. All right? Okay. Are we here? Are we here? This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. If The first thing you can do with retraining yourself is drop your elbow. I'll be really happy with that. Then I need you to bring it back here to the solar plexus. Okay? Just out of curiosity, how many of you here ever heard this referred to as a reinforced inner forearm block? Okay. All right. I am sorry. Somebody told you a story. Okay. Can you find me a combat bomb over there? Okay. This is not a reinforced inner forearm block. For those of you that know second degree form, okay, I would ask you what the name of this technique is. That's called a reinforced inner forearm block. Well, this and this don't look anything alike. Okay? Now, then I also go, all right, let's understand something. If this was a reinforced inner forearm block, what's it reinforcing? Because if I go to block here, it's just gonna fold. That's why on a proper reinforced inner forearm block, I put my hand here to reinforce, because that's where the block's gonna be. Think about it as like with a combat balmongi. If I reinforce it here at the bottom, like I do my elbow, and somebody hits my stick, I get hit. But if I block here, like I do with a reinforced inner forearm block, and I'm able to block, I'm able to reinforce. Okay? So just by thinking about how you would actually use the technique, the name doesn't fit anyways. All right? Okay. Let me see that first move for me, please. Double inner forearm block. Boom. All right, great. Next technique is the upset punch. Okay? Remember, this hand leads first. This hand. Now notice, because you moved your hand here, look how much more direct that punch is going to be. If it's here, I have to pull it, and then I have to punch it. From here, I just have to kind of give myself a little rotation of the hip. I can pull, boom, snap my punch. Now, if you noticed, I'm going to get close to the camera here. When I throw my punch, notice how my fist went out of frame? That's because I'm extending my arm. I have to go, boom, here. I see a lot of people, they just hold their arm out. How are you going to break a board on that? You have to extend through the technique. Yes. So I need to see the punch extend up and then retract. Your upset punches are the only techniques that have retraction to them. Okay? This is a retraction. Okay? The back fist later on has a pullback. Boom. This is just a short little retraction. Upset punches have a short retraction to them. Okay? So practice that extension now on the upset punch. Oh, good. You go. Nice. Oh, right. So that's what, go back to block. Okay. Good. So punch. Yeah, there you go. You see how Sebastian can punch up through. Right? He's able to punch through the target. If I put a board there, he's going to break that board. Okay? I need to see that pop on that punch. All right? Now, right from there, this palm heel block is going to dig down and come up. But this hand pulls starts first. Dig and pull. Here, boom. This does not have any retraction. It's just going to stick right there. Just almost eye level. Okay? Just about eye level. Just a little bit lower than eye level here. All right? So, boom, punch, palm. Yeah. Then I go pull here, punch, and then a regular punch on the fifth technique. All right? Probably the 5 hardest moves in the entire form. All right? Let's practice. Let's go. Practice those 5. Now, if you got it and you want to practice on the other side, feel free to practice on the other side. Okay? Punch. Then punch. Up. Ready? Rotate that wrist. We'll do it again. You need to rotate it up. First thing you do, bang, rotate off. Yep. Now rotate it out. Now step and block. Boom. Good. Upset punch. Back through. Upset palm heel. Finish. Punch to the center. Punch to the center. Good job. You're on. There you go. Stand, don't walk. Good. That's first 5 moves. If you could do it on the other side, that's 10 today. Look at that. All right. Okay. Remember, if you have any questions, remember those. Now, I see some students getting really bouncy in their stance. When you step out and block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep it locked. Keep it locked. You shouldn't be bouncing in your stance. You got to stay level in your stance. Yeah, drop the elbow. Good.
Master Scott.
Hold on 1 second.
Master Scott.
Hold on 1 second, Master Schreiner.
I have a question.
Remember, I'm still seeing
Listen.
people just flicking their arm out. Hit me with that punch, please, because it's not going to do anything to me. I need to see the extension. Need to see the extension. Okay? Yes, Master Schreiner, how can I help you?
Why do you not have follow through on that palm heel and you do on the upset punch?
One's a block, one's a strike.
So this is a strike. This is a block.
Upset palm heel
Heel's a
block.
block. I
Yes.
see. Okay. I was thinking it was a strike. Yes.
It's a block. You do a block, strike, block, 2 strikes. Good. All right. Okay, we're moving along for the next 2 techniques. Okay. All right, advanced double knife hand block. All right, let me ask a real quick question here. How many of you have students, when they're learning to do this block, you teach them to cross their arms, but they still swing like this? You kind of get this swinging motion. You see that sometimes? I see the Martin group, they're doing okay. All right, well, there's a couple reasons for that. The main reason is because you've done an incredibly good job of teaching them how to swing their arms from back to front as a color belt for the last 3+ years. So give yourself a little pat on the back and some applause. You've done a great job. All right, instructor tip. When I'm teaching this block for the first time, I teach the preparation, and then I teach stepping back for the block first. I teach keep the hands in front, step back. By doing the step back motion, it tends to start to break this swinging habit. Because they're stepping forward, right? They tend to swing the arms with the block too. So what I try to do to try to break that habit sooner is I have them step back this way. You tend not to see this as much. So it kind of speeds up the learning process in my experience. So I know it's not that way in the form, but it seems to teach them the front to back motion on the pulling as opposed to the swinging that they've been programmed to do for the last 3 years. Okay, so just a quick instructor tip. All right. Okay. Now, when we cross the arms for this, I'm not going to be super picky on where they cross. Okay, they just need to cross. What I do want to see is that they're only crossed for a split second. Everybody knows what a split second is, right? That's like less than a second. But again, we get into this robot-y, showy mode, and you see, this motion, right? They really want to show you the arms and then pull, okay? Where in all actuality, it should be like this. It should just be a quick cross, pull. because I'm supposed to transition from here to here quickly. I'm not supposed to stand there and do all this showy stuff, right? Okay. He's here like this, put the punch out, straight out like this. I blocked, I took care of this guy. Now I've got this other guy coming over here. I need to go, boom, and block him quick, not this dramatic stuff. So let me see you work the transition to where you're going here. It's a fast, quick motion. Again, don't get hung up on how deep, how short, how this. The arms stay in front and pull quickly. Bang. Let's go. React quick. Where'd that bum on go? I'm a whacking with it someday. It should be a quick transition. Good, Mr. Maury. I like that. How quick you did that. Yes, Laura. Nice work. Okay, let me see you do the block. Here's me. All right. Do your first 5 moves. Winter form block, upset punch, arm, punch, punch. Now let me see you do the dance on the right. Good. Go back to your punch. Right there, punch right there. Good. So here we go. If Sebastian doesn't want to get his bell rung, he's going to cross and block his arms quick. Yes. Yes. Go. Yes. Step towards me. Go. Boom. Yes. Now, do me a favor. Cross your arms and hold them for an extra second or two. Ready? Go. Oh, he's going to get hit. All right? Make it quick. Go for it. Yes, Mr. Ron.
I'm just wondering if there's any hip rotation. I haven't seen anything as you do that technique, and that's been kind of like as you step up, you're snapping your back to create reaction force and or power.
Watch me. Watch me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.
It's hard
Bring
to
my body forward. Boom. Lock my stance. But again, it's not this drawn out motion. It's
so it's okay to sit down, just not live.
quick motion. You're not supposed to stop and pause for a picture in your form. Ooh, Vivian. Nice work, Vivian.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Yeah,
Good. All right. Okay, next technique. Next technique is the circular low double knife hand block. All right. Okay. Now, when we do a circular motion, whether it's high or whether it's low, the hands must stay in a continuous motion. Okay? This is not a continuous motion. This is not a continuous motion. You saw my hands pause and then change direction. If I go low, they go around. When they get here, they just change the angle. That's it. It stays one fluid motion. The reason, instructor note, the reason why we add circular motion to a technique is to increase the speed and velocity of the technique so that it increases the power. If you pause and then block, then all of your power is just this line, and all of this you built up, you just killed it. Now it's just this. It has to stay in a continuous motion. Okay? We got 7 moves. Practice both sides. Don't just stand there at the camera looking at me. I'm watching you. I want to see you moving, doing something. Go back to the beginning, chain it together. I want you to work a little bit today. Yes. Work both sides. All right. Okay. Work on your targeting. All of your techniques should be center line of the body. I see some punches here, palm here, punch, punch like this. That's not going to hit your target. You got to hit center line here. Punch to the center, palm to the center, punch, punch. I will get some 1st degree through 5th degree black belt forms online at some point, Miss Rosenkrantz. Someday. I'll get those forms online. Yeah. There we go. Good. And again, with the body, I shouldn't see this. I shouldn't see this. It should just be boom, right? Here, boom. A little bit of hip, bow, but no raising up and down. All right. Cool. Moving right along. Here we go. The infamous stomp kick. Dun, dun, dun. All right. This is why everybody showed up today, right? They showed up just to see how the stomp kick should be done. Okay, so it is a stomp kick. You're stomping on someone's foot. So the emphasis and the power should be on the stomp, not on the way up. Okay? We're going to lift. We're going to lift our knee. Lift your knee. When you lift your knee, your foot is going to follow. They have this really interesting connection with one another, right? The foot always follows the knee wherever the knee goes, okay? This is how simple the stomp kick is. Watch. I'm not even going to put any effort into it. That's it. Now, that was like 30% speed and power, but that's the motion. I drive my knee up, my foot slightly turns out. Don't get too crazy, all right? Drive the knee, angle the foot. Then from there, I just turn it and stomp and land in my middle stance. It's that simple, okay? A little bit faster, a little bit more like you would do, a little bit more performance-based. I'm just gonna go, that's it. From this angle. From this angle. And from this angle, straight line. I don't know how else to explain it any easier. Okay? So, key things to remember. Drive the knee straight. Okay? What you have to avoid is this. You're not climbing on a bicycle. You're not getting on a horse. You're not climbing over a fence. I'm going straight up. Straight up. You could start your students by having them do a stretch kick. Then have them just bend their knee when they do the stretch kick. Then you can have them stretch kick, and you see how my foot's turning out. Then you can have them land forward. Then just teach them how to land forward and twist. Land in your middle stance. Okay? It's literally lift your knee, step down, pivot your foot at the end. That's where you get the snap to the kick. Oh, Miss Jo Kuhn, you looked very Michael Jackson-y there. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, he is the king of pop, right? But we're not going, this is not the move.
Sir.
Hold on. Knee up. And my knee is the height of my knee is between my belt and my pouch. That's all the higher my knee is going to come up. That's it. All right, who's talking to me?
Sir.
Who is it?
Vivian, sir.
Okay, Vivian, go for it.
Which one is actually in the form? The lift up stomp kick or the twist stomp kick?
The one I'm showing you is the only one in the form.
Because I see some people just doing the stomp kick. And I didn't know if that was correct or if both of them were correct.
I'm going to show it to you one more time. This is the way you do it in the form. You ready? That's it.
Thank you, sir.
Do it from this angle. One more time from this angle. That's it. That's it. That's the move. Good. Thumbs up for me, Vivian. Okay. All right. You have my permission. Anybody does it any different, just laugh. No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. Okay. Someone asked me a question. How do we make sure people, judges in our region, know how to do this? Spread the word. Share the video. Invite them to these trainings. Okay. Or go ahead and say, Chief Master Skiles said it's done like this. I'm the director of training. Who are they going to argue with? Right? Okay. I don't say that to be braggadocious or egotistical, but my job given to me by the Master's Council, including the presiding Grand Master, is teach, make sure people are doing the song on forms correctly, Master Skiles. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'll do it. So my direction comes from presiding Grand Master and the Master's Council. Okay. They have given me the authority to teach the forms the way that they want them done. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, because I want to move on a little bit quicker, is the timing of the back fist. Okay. Again, we go back to the fluid versus robotic. So I come out of this move here. Sorry, Smasher. I come out of this move here. I'm going to start the knee lift from here. Start the knee lift. And then as I'm going down to execute, this hand will come back so that when I land, then I snap. This back fist is what I would refer to as a one-off. There is not a hand and foot timing on this. It was designed to be done after the stomp kick finishes, not as the stomp kick finishes. Is the ankle, knee, and your hips all aligned in a straight line, or is your knee higher than your something? Than your foot? I don't know. You tell me. I'm going to do it one more time from this angle. Looks like my foot's lower than my knee. Okay? It needs to stay under it. It needs to stay under it because my knee has to support my ankle. And that's where I drive into the stomp. Okay? It's like your elbow supporting your fist. I throw a hook punch. My elbow has to stay behind my wrist to support. If I'm out here like this, my punch is not going to be as powerful. Right? And I have the option. I may hyperextend my elbow. I actually had a student of mine come down and she pressed into it and straightened her leg. And when she did, her foot slid and she blew out her knee. That's why the foot has to stay under the knee. So I drive down and stomp down and not push into it. Okay? Now, back to the back fist. So I'm going to lift the knee up, stomp, back fist. Okay? What the point I'm trying to make is we don't want to see this prep, then go. That has to be eliminated. It's not supposed to be there. I go with my knee first. As I'm finishing, I'm going into my prep, snap my back fist. So I go boom, come back, fist towards the shoulder. Snap out, snap back. Okay? All right. Now, after that, we already talked about the side kick. So I go step, side kick, all one motion, hands prepare in front of my body, not out here, in front of my body. 1, 2. Okay, Gabriel, it's an interesting question. If you were wanting to defend yourself and you wanted to try to make as much impact on your back fist strike, where do you think you would have more impact, on the head or back fisting somebody in the shoulder? Like, hey, buddy. It should be the head, right? We have solar plexus and we have nose level. Midsection is solar plexus. High section is nose level. It's a high back fist. That means it goes to the nose. Head level. If their head sideways, then you smack them over here, right? Okay. Let's go 2 minutes practicing the whole line. If you're feeling squirrely, practice the other side. The only difference on the other side is you got the X block head grab. And I can answer a question on that. But let's go. Ken, do the technique from the side into the high-low again. So you want me to face this way? DK, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah,
This
face that way and do it again, please.
Side kick. 1, 2.
Thank you.
First one hits when this foot hits. And the second one is I'm already in the stance. So it's not land, then do the 2. The first one has to hit when you step down. Second one by itself. Sir, are we allowed to make sound on the head grab? Oh, like your fingers hitting across your knees? Sure. The knee, though, has to pass through the hands. It doesn't stop. The knee passes through the hands. Later in the form, your hand will stop on the knee, but on your two-handed knee strike, you go through. If your fingers graze against your leg while you do it, so be it. This is for fun. To be or not to be. There you go. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick, bang. Circle, low, double down. Stomp kick. Back fist. Step side. And 1, 2. Nice work. Let's have them out here. Lay in front of you. Okay? All right? Good job. All right. I want you to remember something about the high-low blocks. Okay? It's like, sir, where do my hands go? Are they out here? Are they close to my body? Are they away from my body? This is real simple, okay? If I was in a front stance and I put my low block down like this, and it's just about a fist or so off my knee, well, just keep it there. Just put your feet together. If I do an inner forearm block, like this in a front stance, and then I put my feet together, well, it just stays there. Okay, from the front, here's my inner forearm block. Feet together, there it is. Here's my low block. Feet together, there it is. Do them together, there they are. Front stance, yeah, same. Any position is the same. What is the rotation on the upset palm block? That's a great question. When it leaves my ribs, it has to go down and rotate. It has to go down and rotate this way and then rotate back. Because if you don't, then there's no rotation. So it has to kind of dig down, like thumb down kind of motion this way, dig down and then rotate back. It's a very interesting rotation. I'll grant you that. Okay? So it like almost like you think about punching down, but it has to stay a continuous motion. Don't, Master Scout said punch first and then block, and then everybody's going like this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you're punching down, but in a continuous motion. Boom. And I want you to avoid this big swing motion. It's an upward motion, not a scooping this way. Same thing for brown belt form. This is not how you do the first move of Chung Jung 1. It's here. It's straight up. Keep the arm close to the body. Dig, pull. All right? Cool. All right. Moving right along. We spent a lot of time already. I want to get moving. Okay? Next segment, it's short, so it shouldn't take a lot of time, and we already covered one of the techniques. Okay? Remember, when I go to do the first move, my hands have to get set as I'm picking up the knee and making that gentle step. From this side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smooth to the end. Now, I forgot to reference the sheet. On this next move, after the front kick, okay, it says, right, number 1 front kick, land in a middle stance length step. That word length is very important. I do not want you to land in a middle stance. I want you to land in a middle stance length step. What that means is, from here, where would my foot land if I did a middle stance? Well, it would land right on that dot. Okay. So I go kick, step, step. That's how the transition goes. It's a continuous step. Now, the reason why it says middle stance length step is because by telling you middle stance, it tells you how to position your body to now best prepare yourself for the next technique. Okay? Again, in the second degree form, those of you that know second degree, after the butterfly kick, the sheet says land in a middle stance length step. You throw your reverse side kick, and then it says land in a sparring stance length step. Well, sparring stance and middle stance are the same length, but why use middle stance on one and sparring on the other? Well, because when I come out of my reverse side kick, the next technique is a number 2 side kick. Number 2 is easier to kick from a sparring stance position rather than a middle stance position. So the reason why we kind of give you the middle stance versus sparring stance terminology is because it helps you understand how your body should prepare for the next technique coming up. So,
Master Skiles,
hold
Chief
on,
Master, sorry.
finish.
Okay,
Hold on. So again, I go step, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, front kick, step, step, jump hook kick, 9 block, and we'll talk about the 9 block in just a second. Okay, Mr. White, go ahead.
yes, sir. I have a copy of the form sheet. It's on move number 14. It says, my version says land in middle stance facing west, eyes to north.
Okay.
So,
Did you get the one that I emailed everybody that RSVP'd?
this one was already printed here, so sorry, sir, I did not compare the two.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
You
The
got that.
one I have is dated 2/9/23.
2923, yes, sir.
I emailed it to everybody that RSVP'd. It should look like this.
2923.
When we've been doing this long, sir, we tend to keep the old stuff around. So thank you.
No problem. No problem. Okay. All of the latest versions and updated versions are online for your downloading pleasure. Okay. 9 block. 9 block. Okay. Here's the easiest way that I explain a 9 block. It's a high-low block that just doesn't finish. It's a high-low block that doesn't finish. High-low block, 9 block, 9 block. It's so easy. Well, Mr. Emery R., if you RSVP'd for this class, then I email it to the email address. If not, you can ask your instructor and they can get that to you. Okay? They're on, actually, if you have an atamartialarts.com account and you're a legacy member, you should be able to go in there and download it for yourself. They are available to any ATA member. Okay? All right. So again, the 9 block, it's here. It's like a high-low block that just doesn't finish. Simple. Okay? So my hand, now I'm going to turn this palm up because it has to snap over at the end. The inner form block or the high-low block starts palm down because when I go, I thumb in again and snap it this way. But with the 9 block, because it snaps towards you, not away from you, you have to prepare your hand this way. And then you just block. The hand going down goes on the inside, just like it does with a high-low block. So and then just finish it here. Okay? Like a 9. Why it's called a 9 block. Okay? Simple. All right? Let's practice that line for a couple minutes. Okay? Do me a favor, you can do both sides because they're exactly the same. Right? And we've knocked out 4 segments of the form already. Okay? Work on that transition step. Those of my licensees that have their instructors in the room or have students, I need you to be your eyes and ears. Okay? Matt White, do me a favor. Your arm is not like this. Settle the arms down. I need a curvy 9. Okay? This hand doesn't drive into your bicep. It's here. It's almost like your form. It's kind of in that area. My arm doesn't drive into my bicep right here. It's here. I need, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. You guys, people are going to go back and watch this and be like, Master Scott is crazy. What's wrong with that guy? Miss Collins, you already know that, so. I stole her thunder. She was about to comment. Good. Front kick, step, kick. There's no pausing. Don't pause. Front kick, step, kick. All right? Make sure you are in a sparring stance when you do your 9 block. Okay? Sparring stance is back heel on the line. Front big toe on the line. Weight 50-50. Feet flat. 9 block. I'm not this way. I'm not this way. I'm here in between. My hips and shoulders are on the same plane. Hips are going this way. Shoulders are going this way. And I'm just kind of looking slightly to my right in this position here. Just like I would be if I was here doing a double under 4 block. I'm the same way. So I'm not here. Not here. I'm here. Settle in on this angle. Don't look for a specific degree of angle. Let's just say it's on an angle. It's not this way straight. It's not this way straight. It's somewhere in the middle. Good. Okay. Good. Miss Bardwell, can you do me a favor on the hand that's coming up? Try not to have it do this. Try to have it do this. Yes. Now calm that down because that was very aggressive. Okay. So just boom. Yeah. Just boom. You don't. Yeah. You don't have to go. You don't have to go so much like this and pull. Just right. Just boom. Boom. Yes. You just can't have a flip to it. You follow me on that? Okay. Remember, it's like the high-low blocks, right? We don't do high-low blocks like this. They make a curve, right? They make curves. So that's why I was saying the easiest way to remember it is I'm just doing a high-low block that doesn't finish. Okay? All right. Take a couple seconds, everyone, to grab a sip. And then also, let's go ahead and ask me any questions you have. Make some notes, right? We're going to speed things up a little bit here. We only have a couple segments left, and we're an hour in. So we need to get through the lines.
Chief Master, is it possible to show the knife and low block again, sir?
Sure. Okay. Is there something specific you're looking for, Mr. McCullough?
Yes, sir. Is it when you in this position here, is your hand changing from here to here in the final?
Okay. I'm going to go back and ask you the question that I gave you the hint on earlier. When you do a fast technique and it starts closed and ends open, when do you open it when you do it fast?
At the end, sir.
And you do the same thing when you do it slow.
Thank you, sir.
The only thing is, instead of doing it fast, it's taking you 5 seconds to do it. But the rotation's the same, the opening's the same. When we are at the larger tournaments, the people who win are super slow. Yes, I know. And you know whose fault that is? The judges. Do you know who judges at tournaments? You do. I very seldomly judge at a tournament. Okay? I can only teach it to you. I need you to judge it. Again, back to my opening statement in the beginning. I want you to 3 things come out of 3 mindsets: performance of the form, teaching the form, judging the form. You follow me? Now, to that exact statement, a lot of time, in my experience, a lot of times what I do see though, the people that are a little slower, the people that are a little choppier, they have many other qualities that are that much more superior than everybody else in the ring. And the really only deficiency that they have is that they're choppy and they're robotic. But their balance is usually better, their power is better, their hand-foot timing is better, their eye contact is better, their rotation, their movements, their starting ending positions seem to be higher. But the only deficiency that they have is that they're slower and robotic, right? So it's one of those things where people are assuming because they're doing it that way, that's why they're winning. That's really not why. It's not why. So hearing me say that at the next tournament, look at those people that you're saying are more robotic and choppier and go, yeah, but how much better were all the other elements of their form than everybody else in the ring? If that's the only thing that they're doing that is not as good as everybody else, it's hard not to still pick that person as the winner. So I can see the argument, right? But I need you instructors. Oh, for the back fist? Sure. Yes, sir. Yes, Laura. Okay. So I'm here. I go stomp kick. I'm back. My chamber is here. Once I land, then I go snap out, pull back. Yes. My back fist starts here. Boom. Finishes here. But make it quick. Boom. Okay. Good. Good. Yep. Remember to drive your knee down. Don't just twist your leg. Bring your knee up, stomp it down. Okay, moving along. Okay, so from the second 9 block, I don't think we need to practice the same thing on the other side. That's your homework, okay? Starting on the next segment, we start in on the augmented square block, okay? It's augmented because we have one hand open and one hand closed, all right? So from the front, in my 9 block, I'm going to hold the hands here. From my 9 block, they just kind of do this. Really don't have to move very far. We go here, square block. Hand, just like a normal square block. hand here, just like a normal outer knife hand block. Okay? My starting position for the next technique is right here. I'm just going to go wham. That's it. From here, wham. Now, it does not have to close and then open. Why, Master Skiles? Well, you're only doing, it's only like a half a technique. If I was going to do a real upset knife hand strike, I would pull it back here and strike it, but we're not doing that. It's just coming from here. So this is an exception to the rule. This is one of those one-offs where you just go, boom. It's block, strike, shift, punch. Okay? So I go 1, 2, pull in, boom. Now don't get too crazy on this step. Okay? If my big toe is on, let me go back here. My big toe is on this line, it's just a small step over. Shoulder width. Front stance is your shoulder width. Boom. It's just a quick shift. Boom. Then jump front kick. Palm heel strike. Vertical punches to the midsection. Palm heels to the nose. 5 moves. Let's go.
Chief Master Skiles, this is Master
Yes.
Allison in Madison. Is that a compound square block or augmented? I thought augmented was in the 6th degree. So compound, I thought, was the one hand open, one hand closed, but they don't touch.
I'll tell you in just a second.
And my copies of this are from 2004, so I got to update some printouts.
Okay, well, I thank you for bringing that to my attention because the sheet that I sent everybody doesn't specify one or the other. It just says right square block. So I will make a correction to that, but I can tell you that doing some detailed prep work for this seminar today, I went back and watched the way video, and I'll confirm with some of the other manuals that we've had printed in the past, the video said compound. So if I said augmented, I'm sorry. It's compound.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I misspoke. I believe it says, the video says compound. So I need to add that word to that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out my trusty dusty highlighter and I'm going to make that note. Okay. Instructor tip, ding, 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 ding. Okay. If you need to admit you're wrong, it's okay. Right? Don't make up stuff. When you make up stuff like this is called a reinforced center form block. Okay. Thank you, sir, for bringing that to my attention. I will make that correction on the sheet. Where should your eyes be looking for the square block and the upset knife hand strike, Ian? Well, I'm going to look straight forward on the square block. I'm going to turn my head on the knife hand, and then I'm going to turn back for the punch. Okay? Compound square block. Thank you, sir. Now, what the sheet does say is which hand is closed and which hand is open. Thank you. Whoever sent me the way book thing, thank you very much. Compound. Perfect. Let's agree to compound. That's the first place I was going to look anyway. So whoever did the homework for me, I thank you. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Does the punch start from where the high block is, or does it come down from it? It has to come from your rib cage. It has to come from your rib cage. So I go here, here, watch both my hands. Pulls in. Okay? Good question. Guess that means I'm too fast. You guys can't see my lightning moves. Master Jawan's like, Master Skiles, I've seen you perform live. You're not that lightning. He's my friend. He can say that about me. Okay, moving right along. this next technique, the low inward inner forearm block. This, oh, is there supposed to be a pause before the punch? Not anything normal than what you would normally have when you do one move next to the next move. It's 1, 2, 3. I go from here, and my next move is a punch. So it comes in and then goes right into the punch. So I guess the answer would be no. There's no pause. But it's normal timing. Okay? All right. Low, inward, inner forearm block. This is not a punch. This is not a circle. Okay? There's all kind of crazy things I see on this move. It's this simple. Okay? Here, Sebastian. That means you put this foot, this hip. Boom. Okay. My thumb is pointing towards you. It's going to finish pointing towards that wall. Okay, go here. Same thing. Get up there. Other one. Thumb points the back wall. The windows. It's going to finish pointing towards you. Starts here. Finishes here. When your students are done, ask them to stick up their thumb. And you go, how'd you do? And you go, I did good. If it's sideways, then they did. So it's here, thumb that way, thumb this way, elbow slightly bent. You're blocking with this part of the arm. Now you saw the drill that I was doing with Sebastian. This is a great way to start your students learning how to do this technique properly. So come back here. Yeah. Okay. I start in my front stance. The palm heel is out. I go here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this hand back to start with anyways. Okay, my thumb this way, but keep a tight fist. Keep the arm close to me. It's not out here. It's close to me. I want to hit him here. This is where I want to hit him. Right here. Boom. I go, boom. Now stay there. This now sets up that. Okay? So you start very static. Okay, now step back, middle stance, middle stance. Now he's going to do a nice and slow number 3 side kick at my midsection. One arm only. This hand is here. Elbow midsection, knife hand high section. 1, 2. 1, 2. Not 1, 2. It's 1, 2. Okay? Now we go a little bit smoother. You can have them put their boots on, have them put their gloves on. You can have a little bit more contact. But the ending position, notice, is close to the body, snapping here. Arms slightly bent. You don't want to lock your elbow because you hit hard enough, you could hyperextend your elbow. It's here. Okay? For those of you that can relate generationally, your hand is in that position where your e-brake used to be. Okay? Mr. Johnson, you get that reference? Thank you, sir. All right? These kids these days, everything's a button, right? Button to start, button to parking brake, button for music, it's a screen, right? No. We had fun with those e-brakes, right? Little front wheel drive car, little snow in the parking lot. Lock that thing up, give me some donuts. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yes, we got it?
Chief Master Skiles,
Yes, ma'am.
on that inward block, in other words, when you actually do the block, you're blocking not with this part of the hand, you're blocking with this part, like,
Because it's an inner forearm block.
right?
What part of the arm do you block on an inner forearm block? The inner part of the
Right.
arm. Right. This is a
So
low. It's an inward. So Yes, I'm blocking like this.
Okay, so the hand doesn't rotate all the way in. It's gonna be, I just thought maybe it was like gonna face this way, but it's gonna be like that, right? Like here, it doesn't over rotate. Like the thumb is not gonna be, is it gonna end like that, sir? Will
Okay,
it
so
end?
again, it starts pointing behind me. It ends pointing forward this way. Thumb up. If your
It's
thumb's
still
out like
blocking,
this way,
right?
ends this way.
Okay,
Points behind me, points forward.
okay. All
This is my
right,
uniform block.
thank you. Yes, sir.
Got it? Okay. Okay. I saw a bunch of questions coming. I told you, pause your questions and speak them because I don't have somebody managing my screen for questions. If you're typing questions in, they come up and then they go away. I saw some come in, so shout them out to me.
Chief Master, where's the eye contact for your low inner form block?
Where's the great question, sir? I would ask the student, where's the technique coming from? Look at look where the technique is coming from. Okay? I've got Sebastian doing a number 3 side kick at me. Switch your feet. Right? I don't want to turn my hand this way. I need to keep looking at him. So when I throw the side kick comes this way, boom. My eyes are that way. That's where the kick came from. I don't look down. I gotta look at him. I do the block. Right? Go kick me. Boom. I look down. Well, he's gonna hit me. Right? If I look this way, he's gonna hit me. I need to keep my eyes on. Trying to hit me. Nice try. I'm prepared for him. Keep your eyes on your target. Master Jawan, I know you asked that question so that I could help your students because I know you know the answer. That was one of those, well, dad says do it like this, but you don't listen to dad, so go ask mom or go ask this guy, right? I get you. I know. I had students just like that, Master Jawan. Don't worry. I got you. All right? Okay, cool. So another question came up. It was 1, 2. This hand stays here on the upset knife hand strike. This stays. Then it pulls in for the punch. Then I jump kick. Then I palm heel. Then I pull, bang. Then I pull this hand up for the elbow knife hand. Okay? Then that move from there, I step up, boom, X block. Left hand, inside, closest to the head. Okay? Practice both sides. Practice both sides. We gotta get going. We got two more big segments to do.
Sir?
Close the hands. Boom. Shoot them up.
Sir?
Go ask Uncle Skiles. Yeah, Uncle Chief is what they call me, Master Capabianco. Yes, Arush. Ask me a question.
Sir, do we pull back the hand before the knife hand strike? Like after the elbow strike, and then do we pull it back?
Oh, that's the one you're asking for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to watch this. I want you to go 1, 2. But you got to do it fast. Right? Start slow. Boom, boom. Then go fast. Bah, bah. All right? It's
Yes,
just
sir.
you tell me, Arush, you think you can hurt anybody with that?
No, sir.
Yeah. So give him 1, 2, full motion. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. It's a great question. Oh, Master Kohlberg. I see you over there. That low inward inner forearm block. What was that arm doing way out here? It needs to go right along your side. Right along your side. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. I want to know why nobody in your classroom caught that. Why I had to do that all the way from Little Rock. That's because they know how bad of a martial artist you are. Like, I'm not telling her she's doing it wrong. She will kick me. Yes, keep it close. That's why that drill. That's why that drill of having the person put their foot here and hitting them here is important. I want to hit here. I hit up here. Hold on. Just let your knee bend. Try to keep your foot on me, but just let your knee flex when I hit you. Flex your knee. He can take that shot. He might be able to absorb that. Right? Try to absorb it this time. Ain't gonna happen.
Sir, okay, I think old habits die hard. I'll keep it closer. I think I always thought I was hitting the cap, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. First question. If you think about things like in a self-defense situation, if he's got his hand on me for a choke, okay, get a grip. It's going to be hard for me to hook him here and pull the hand away from my throat. Right? This is going to be harder, or even here is going to be harder. But watch. This is all connected to each other. This is not connected to this. So it's easy for me to do this, right? Much easier. So it's the same concept. That side kick is in there. I want to hit right at the contact. Same thing for you fourth degrees when you're doing your drop sweep kick. The reason why the foot is supposed to go skim right across the ground is because you want to hit the back of the ankle where the foot and the floor touch, right? If I hit on the calf or behind the knee, it could just buckle them. It's not going to sweep the foot out. You want to go right where those two things connect and are not connected, okay? So as an instructor, I want you guys to remember that and teach and explain that analogy that way. Okay, cool. Next line of the form. Okay, we're going knife hand, knee strike, into the ridge hand block, okay? Before we do the ridge hand block, okay, I want you to show me how you would teach a blue belt to do the ridge hand block, knife hand low block combination in INWA 2. Ridge hand block, knife hand low block, right? Show me how you prepare your hands for the ridge hand block. Okay? So your ridge hand block is here and your other arm is on top, right? Can we all agree on that? Thumbs up? Yes? We good? Okay, great. When I get to this next move, then this is where this technique should chamber from, not here. It should chamber here as if I was doing it with two hands. It's a ridge hand block because what do we see? We see this. Okay? If Sebastian is punching towards me and I go like this, did I block his punch? I need to come from here and block. Then I go for the spear hand. Sorry. Okay? So I go 1, 2, 3. Step, hand, start. When my foot steps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Okay? Bring the hand from across the chest, not from the ear. If you come from the ear, you're going to tend to see this here. Simple drill. Hold a combat ball at their face. Okay? Put your arms down. Here. Good. Block it out of the way. Boom. Right? If he starts high and comes down, he's just gonna rub down the side of it. It needs to push it out of the way. He pushes my punch out of the way, and then goes right for the spear hand for the eyes. Boom. Spear. It's okay. Okay. So here. Yes. 5 seconds, 2 seconds.
Is there a decision
spear hand versus the knife hand, or the ridge hand rather. Is there a difference in the position for the hand position, spear hand versus ridge hand? Do we bring our finger back up or do we keep it flat?
Oh, well, you want to technically you're trying to strike with a rigid finger. Ridge hand, your thumb is tucked in. You should be striking like this. Here, your hand shouldn't be straight on the ridge hand. It should be slightly bent, so that you can hit with this and not the tips of your fingers. Spear hand straight, ridge hand comes this way.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. All right. When you lift your knee, is the toe straight or pointed down? Are you asking me if it's this way or this way? Flex your foot. Flex it. Step down. That's a really detailed. You're welcome. That's a really detailed question. I don't even know if I ever thought about that before, but it just flex it. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So we go 1, 2, 3, step, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. This hand just goes like this. I don't have to do anything with it other than whatever I would do for my step when I go to spin. Now I throw my hook kick, get my left hand up, and set. Then rotate, pull, punch. So from this angle, here, step. I go spear hand, boom, hook, pow. Step down, 1, 2, line the knuckles up, 3. All right, let's go, practice. We're doing good. We might be able to finish on time. Strike. Stick around for a few minutes afterwards. Step. Spin, hook. Forward, low, inner, pull, punch. On the fist, first head grab, knee strike. Flex your foot, pull your foot up, just flex your foot. This hand. Don't use this hand. I gotta get used to it. Boom. I don't pull back. Right from here, now just spear hand. Yes. 5 seconds, 2 seconds. Go fast. 1, now go 1, 2. Now step spin. Hold, all the way, spin, low block. That hand. You're doing the other side. 2 and 3. Good. All right. Do we rechamber for the second block? I just showed you. 1, 2. That's it. Right from here. 1, little shoulder, little hippie. Wham. And punch. 3rd degrees, this would be similar to you guys. When you guys do the jump spin around and you go boom. You go block, punch, punch. Right? You go block, punch, punch. Little hip, shoulder, row. Quick. It's shorter only because you're coming from the punch instead of a low block. For the knee strike, do we lift our hand before the strike? I don't understand what you mean by lift our hand. Speak to me. Whoever wrote that note, speak to me.
Sir, well, when we do the knee strike, do we lift our hand upwards before the strike?
Like this and then strike?
Right.
No. No. Do you actually know what you're doing there? Sebastian tries to punch me. I go block. Then I go strike. Right? Like this. I take my hand, I put it behind his head, wham. So unless I can lift him up and then slam him down, I'm not going to lift him up. I'm just going to go right from here. Now, you don't do this and all that. You just go strike me. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right? Yes. Like Darth Vader. Whoa! Okay? All right. Question. Somebody shouted out to me on this next move, the side kick. The low side kick. How many seconds does that side kick take?
5 seconds, sir.
Okay, somebody said
5
5.
seconds.
Anybody want to? Anybody want to?
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2 seconds, sir.
It
2
is
seconds.
2 seconds. It's a slow side kick.
I see that.
Okay, so it's
Yes, sir.
1. Now here's a great drill that we can practice with our classmates. You find somebody that's close to your same height. You go middle stances. Okay. What I see a lot of people side kicking too low. The side kick is to the knee. So our knees are about the same height. So I'll practice first. I lift my knee up. 1, 2. That's his knee. If that feels higher than what you're used to, well, then you just need to correct it, okay? I see too much of this. I see this going down here. This is a shin. I want to kick to the knee, my knee level. So it's up here, 1, 2, kick, kick. Everybody follow? You got a partner, have some fun. If you don't, get a piece of tape. You can put it on your Wave Master, something like that. Practice kicking to the knee. Are we sticking that last side kick? You mean the last round kick? It's side kick low, round kick, round kick. Braxton, ask me verbally. Well, okay. No, I mean, you fully extend your round kick, but we're not pausing for a picture when we do our technique. It's bang, bang. It's pop, pop. I go 1, 2, bang, bang. Pull, pop. The only people that get to lock out a round kick is third degree form when they have to hold their round kick for 2 seconds. No other form do we lock and hold a kick out for anything longer than a split second. That's it. It's kick, kick, put your foot down. You do not lock your leg out. You do not pause your kicks. Third degrees have 2 round kicks that they hold for 2 seconds. No other belt color has that. Okay? And hear me now. I don't care what the tournament rules say. Meaning, when you throw round kicks, you kick with the ball of your foot. Ball of the foot on your round kicks. That means your ankle is pulled back and your toes are pulled back. Foot pointed, toes back is not a proper round kick. Your ankle is bent and your toes come back. And what I mean by I don't care what the tournament rules say, the tournament rules say that color belts, you don't take off if they kick with their instep. Black belts, I think it still says you have to kick with the ball of your foot. So, but ball of your foot. Teach your students how to kick with the ball of your foot with their ankle bent and their toes back. Thank you very much. Okay, and then the last block coming down there, both hands start closed, front hand finishes open. Simple, okay? I'll show you. All right? Practice that line on both sides. We got about 20 minutes left, so we can spend about 10 minutes on the last little segment, the last 7 moves. Then we can run through the entire form from top to bottom once or twice and recap. If you want to pause and take some notes, go ahead. If you got some additional questions, go ahead while everybody else is practicing. When you come down in this block, you are in a sparring stance. Sparring stance. Please don't ask me if it's a back stance. The last segment of the form is the only one we haven't done yet. Okay? This one-step jump side kick. All right, this is technically a number 2 jump side kick because you're pushing off the front leg, kicking with the back. Okay? I know you might think that number 2 means both feet need to leave the ground at the same time, but it still is a number 2. Okay? All right. One of the things that I see people struggling with is how do you approach this step? Like, how are you walking into this motion? Just try to walk as natural as you can. Okay, so I finished the segment with my right leg in front. I'm just going to step forward. And then what I want you to do right now is practice driving the knee straight up. Because wherever you take off from, that foot has to land back on that spot. So if I take off from this dot, I need to go up, and I need to land back on that dot. So just for now, I want you to go step, lift up. And if your body kind of floats a little bit sideways, I'm good with that. That's good. Okay? Just walk forward natural. Walk, lift, and land. Just practice that. Yes. You do not jump forward. When you're in the air, you don't jump forward. You jump up and kick, land. So you cannot advance forward. Again, if I step on this dot, that's where I have to land. So I step, lift up, and land on that dot. I do not jump, go forward. Jump straight up. Drive your knee upward, not outward. Push up into the air. Good? Good? Now, Mr. Jeffries, as you're leaning, as you're going into your jump, you're starting to lean like this. Try to keep your body upright more through the entirety of it. Whoa! Huh? Yes, sir. Yes. Right? You're going to land because your body posture is upward. You're going up straight and you're coming down straight. You're going to be less likely to lose your balance. Wherever your head goes, that's where your body's going to go.
Sir,
Yes?
when we step forward, do we pivot in step?
Pivot in step. I don't know what that means.
Like when we're stepping forward, do we put the foot turned sideways?
No, don't do that because that would look. Now, Arush, you tell me. If I remember, I told you like just walk normal, right? If you saw me walking down the street like this, see, you're doing it. You're laughing at me because it looks silly, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right? Arush, I don't want you to get laughed at, buddy. Okay? All right? I want you to jump straight up in the air. Just step and jump straight up in the air. The driving of your knee up into the air and turning is what's going to give you your pivot. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, buddy. Somebody wrote me a note. I didn't see what the message was. Speak to me.
Chief Master Scott
Yes, ma'am.
wrote that section where you do the X block up and the head grab knee strike. He asked how that was performed.
Okay, perfect. So I go from here. We're going back a little bit. So I'm going to go side kick, right? My hands come in here. I go, boom. My left foot's coming in, so my left hand will be on top. 1, pull back, shoot. Right knee, bang, turn, step. All right. Now, let's throw the side kick in there now. Do your side kick at the peak of your jump. So I step, peak, boom. And then again, it's not, I side kick, boom. I still step down, but my hands don't hold this position until I step. I still just gonna go here. Pull punch, circle. Right? 1, 2, boom. Don't do the last 3 moves yet. And then we gotta talk about that turn. Land on the foot, hands, and then as I step down, boom. Remember, they're only supposed to touch for a split second. They're not supposed to hold, then go. Boom. What? Can you show the step for the psychic again? Yes. Trust me, I'm going to do it more and more. What height do you have to jump on the psychic? However high you could jump, Laura. Well, you didn't step, or do you? Yeah. Jump as high as you can. That's it. But see, you're jumping towards me. So you're not jumping up. You're going like this. Yeah, you're going like this. Woo! Across the screen. I need you to step here. Now watch, I'm going to step in line with this black square. And see, I land in front of the black square. I'm going up. You're going to drive the knee up. Yes. Up. Okay? Now, here's where I will invoke the tournament rules. In the tournament rules, a jump is qualified by, as long as there is daylight between you and the floor, it's considered a jump. So, if you only jump that high off the ground, it's still a jump. As you train and get better and your jump becomes this big and this big and this big, great. So it's however high you can jump for now, and you work on the explosiveness and the height later, okay? All right, there's only 3 moves left. We're running out of time, so I want to get to them. Okay, now, move 64, knife hand, was the hand rotation. Come back to me on that, Ms. Demo. When I get finished, I'll ask if anybody has any other questions on some techniques that I didn't cover, and we'll come back to it. I need to get through these last 3 moves. Okay, now, when we do this turn, okay, I want you to do a linear step and turn versus a rotational step and turn. Let me explain, okay? A rotation would be this big, wide, sweeping motion to get to this position. A linear turn would be stepping back and then turning this way. You see the difference? One, I kind of swing around. The other one, watch how fast I turn my head around. See? Watch from this angle. This versus. Who can see the difference? Can you see the difference? You notice the difference. Okay, so I want to turn, get my head around, because then I'm not doing this. We already know we're not supposed to have our arms in this position for a long period of time. I go from here, I step through, turn, look, bam, quick. Here, turn, look, boom. Now my advanced blocks, this one is just like all my other ones. I'm not this. I'm going, turn, look, bah, boom, circle. Good. Prestige martial arts. The very, yes, sir. You're one waving at me. Okay. Your first advanced double under form block is longer. Your second one was nice and short. I need to see the first one look like the second one. Your hands stayed together just too long after that jump kick. Do the jump kick, land, boom. Yeah. Do me a favor. Do the step jump kick and land with your leg in the air. Just hold it. Okay. Now, watch me. Now go. Yes. See, I need you to control your landing and your step. You follow me? Okay. I noticed one more thing. When you stepped, you kind of stepped like this. Step straight. You still look like you're doing this. Don't turn your foot. Step straight. You got it? Okay, back up because I can't see your feet. Okay. All right, now jump kick. No, you got to push. You're not driving your knee up. You're trying to jump off both feet same time. Step, push off. Now drive your right knee up into the sky and then kick. Yes, now do it more smoothly. Yeah! Thank you. Much better. Okay, cool. All right, boys and girls. That's all of Shim Jung. Now let's walk through it from the top to the bottom. All right? You're welcome, sir. All right, get in there. All right, here we go. Find a mark. We're starting at the top, going through the whole entire form. 81 moves. Shim Jung. Okay? Remember, the translation is begin planting seeds for the future. Okay, a lot of new ways of doing things in this form. Eternal Grandmaster wanted to challenge you, right? This is a new stage of learning. You've learned and mastered all the basics. Now it's time to learn and master all the advanced versions of these techniques. All right, here we go. All right, left foot steps out. Chumbi. Nice and smooth. Okay, one more time. Master Palmiato school. I saw that somebody right there in the front row giving me this little extra long arm. Yeah, just bring your hand from your side, just straight up. Don't give me this out here. Just straight up to your chumbi. Yes. Yes. There you go. All right, here we go. Ready? Step out, double under form block. Drop the elbow. Upset punch. Give me extension. Good. Upset palm heel. Punch. Punch. Quick step, quick hands. Bang. Advanced double knife hand. Close. Circle. One motion all the way. Good. Knee straight. Foot turned out. Stomp kick. Then snap the back fist. Go. Up back. Keep the elbow high. Good. Number 3, side kick. Continuous motion. Go. Bang. High, low, high, low. Okay, remember, we're going to step and start the knife hand low block. 5 seconds. Go. Smooth to the end. Open at the end. Front kick. Middle stance length step. Step, step, kick. Jump hook and 9 block. Remember, your 9 block is in a sparring stance. Body's not square forward. It's not square sideways. It's on an angle. Good. Here we go. Double step across. Advanced double up, double under form block. Upset punch. Give me extension. And retraction. Upset palm. Left punch. Right punch. Key up. Up. Quick hands. Advanced double knife hand. Circle low. Straight knee. Stomp kick. Back fist. Good. Side kick. X block low. Head grab out. Shoot those hands out. Drive the knee. Turn. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snap the front kick. Middle stance length step. Number 1, jump hook kick. 9 block. Good. Stepping forward. Square block. Upset knife hand strike. Don't do this. Stick it. Pull, punch. Jump front, palm heel. Good. Keep the arm close to the body. Step back, inward inner forearm block. Remember, when you're done, you should look, your thumb should be able to point up, telling you you did a good job. Elbow slightly bent. Turn, elbow mid, knife hand high. We key up on the elbow. Good. Step up, X block, above the head. Left hand's on the inside, closest to your head. Knife hand strike, knee strike. Bring that hand across your chest. Now pull 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2 on the spear hand. Step, spin, hook, kick. Step down and low block, same time. Inner forearm block, pull, punch. Step up, 2-second side kick to your knee level. 1, 2. Repeat round kick, pop, pop, land and block. Remember, we're in a sparring stance. Back hand's closed, front hand open. Step, turn, square block. Upset knife hand strike. Pull, vertical punch. Jump front kick, palm heel to the nose. Step back, inward inner forearm block. Check the now again, did the arm swing this way towards you or around, or did it come in a straight line? It's got to come in a straight line. Good. Turn, elbow mid, key up, knife hand high. Step back, knife hand high low, close them, open again. Bring it across the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2 on the spear. Hold on, Miguel. Leave it out there because you're not going to pull it back. You're going to go right into the hook kick. Good. Step, spin, hook kick. Landing, low, inner, pull, punch. Step up, slow, 1, 2, push down to the knee. Pop, pop, land, block. We step like a normal person. Jump up and pop, pull, circle. Turn, look quick. Pop the hands. Punch, circle. Step back with your left foot, barrel. And left foot comes in, show. Give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, yeah. All right. Woo. Here we go. Question time. You can unmute yourself and you can just say, hey, sir, this is so-and-so, and then go ahead with your question. I want you to tell me who you are first.
Hello, this is Katrina Nemo. Can you show the proper hand positioning as we're rotating on that move 64?
You're talking
That's
about
yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
cool. Okay. For my knife hand strike, I'm coming back here, right? I'm going to be here. No, yeah. 1. When the hand comes in, it starts here. It's gonna stay in and then snap down, right? Because if I did a low block from here, my palm is here.
Correct.
In, that. So 1, 1.
Thank you, sir. I had seen a variation of palm to your face or palm facing outward. That's why the question is. So the palm is out.
Yes, palm is out on those. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Show reaction force for front kick. What should your hands do? Okay, so when we throw a kick, what our hands do is not referred to reaction force. It's called counterbalance. Okay? We have reaction force on our strikes and our blocks. We have counterbalance on our kicks. Okay? It should be natural. Okay? When I throw a front kick, boom, right? I don't set my hands and I don't keep my hands here when I kick. If you keep your hands here when you kick, You're only kicking with your leg. You're not counterbalancing and you're not driving. You're not using your upper body at all when you kick. Okay? Go watch a professional MMA fighter or kickboxer. They throw that kick, boom, that hand is going this way. Okay? Front kick them, boom. MMA fighters don't keep their hands up when they kick. They throw their hands because it's power. Hand might go out, hand might go down, but it needs to be natural. So I go from here, right from here, I just kick, boom. Okay, I don't have time to do this and then kick. Someone's coming at me, just kick, boom. But the hands, yeah, the hand is here. Boom, kick. Keep it natural. If you look awkward or it feels awkward, like you're trying to hammer fist, then you need to relax. Will there be seminars for Zhongyul? Yes. I don't have them planned yet. I'm going to get through the first 6 to January because I got 4 more color belt weapons, board breaking, Legacy Pro, 10 class management skills, and then I'll start in on secondary form. Okay? If you want to do 3rd and 4th degree, meet me in Pittsburgh. We're going through 3rd and 4th degree form in Pittsburgh. If you're not signed up for Pittsburgh yet, you should be. Okay, next question.
Chief Master Skiles, this is Renee Brunk.
Yes, ma'am.
The very first double outer forearm block, when our instructor got back from Worlds, he instructed that top block is supposed to be out to the side. Is that correct?
Double outer forearm block.
The very first move in the form.
The double inner forearm block.
Oh, inner. Yes, my apologies.
Okay, when you say out to the side, okay, so I start facing this way. My opponent is on a 45-degree angle this way now. So my block is here.
Okay.
Am I answering your question?
Yes.
Don't sit like this. I'm this way.
Yes, thank you.
Slightly. Don't get too crazy now. Good. Next.
Chief Master Skiles, this is Casey Mahalik. I was
Hello, Matthew.
watching. Hi, sir. I was watching you do the horizontal back elbow to the midsection. I noticed you had your palm towards you. Is that not palm down?
Should be down. That's just
Okay.
me being lazy. Hey, good catch. Of course,
Okay.
you're gonna get that out.
Thank you, sir.
It's palm down. When you do any elbow you do, your thumb you should be able to point your thumb into your chest or into your shoulder. So if you do a horizontal forward, palm is down.
Thank you, sir.
Your back elbow, palm is down. When you do your upward elbow, your thumb is still down towards your body. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I do my only one that's different is like I do a vertical back elbow this way. My palm is up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you pointing out that minor detail. It's okay. Hey, sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing something a little as nuanced as that. So I appreciate it. I'll keep that in mind. Next question.
Hi, sir. This is Mr. Bardwell from Ireland. Is there any hand rotation on the elbow? Do we start like this and go around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom. And it comes right back for the knife hand.
Yep.
The same thing for Chung Jung 2, right? Boom, boom. Front kick. Here, palm towards you. Boom. Finishes palm down.
Thank you, sir.
Loop out form, palm starts down. It's only a 90-degree rotation, but it has rotation. Some of our hand rotation isn't always 180 degrees, right? Some of it's shorter. Okay, the upset palm heel in brown belt form is another one. Fingers point out; they don't point down; they point out, and it only rotates that much. Okay, great questions. I love it. Now, I like doing this because the questions that I get keep me sharp. So thank you. Anybody else? Laura, hit me. Let's go, girl.
Hi, sir. So, does my head tilt down on any movement on a form?
You do not look down ever. Till
Thank
you
you,
get
sir.
when you become a 5th degree, okay? You get into the form, you get this move where you sweep your opponent, and your opponent is down on the ground. And then you strike them while they're on the ground. And you stomp them while they're on the ground. Then you turn and boom, now you come back up again. Okay? So there isn't any other form where your opponent is on the ground, which is they're always, in theory, they're always up in front of you or to the side of you or maybe behind you, but they're this way. That's why you keep your eyes up all the time. But in the 5th degree form, you sweep them and they're on the ground. So that's why you finish them while they're there. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Yes, sir. The slow side kick down to the knee, would we still look just straight ahead or would we look at the knee since we're hitting the knee?
You would look straight ahead, sir. You got to use your peripheral vision to kick to the knee.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Treat it like a low block. Right? We don't look down on a low block, right?
Hey, Chief Master Skiles.
Hold on, I asked the question. Nobody answered me. We don't look down on a low block, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we look straight ahead. We use our peripheral vision to block our low block. I can still see my hand down here while I'm looking straight ahead. Okay, so same thing with my kick. I look straight, kick, boom, boom. Okay, next.
Not really a question, just a statement of something I've observed that I see a lot of when they do the 5-second move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of times I see a chamber come back and then they do the 2.
Well, then take your shoe off and whack them with it. Remember not to do that again. Okay? No, there's no pullback. Okay, again, Mr. Fashion.
Sure.
Okay. If you were to try to think practical application, and Sebastian goes to punch me, one, if I do this, what can he do with his other hand? Right? So what I want to do is I want to go block, strike. So if I were to do this technique fast, it would be 1, 2, right? 1, 2, not 1, 2, because when I do this, that gives him time. Okay? So think of it that way. So I go 5, 1, 2, right from here. It's just right from here. Boom. Just bam. Okay? Comment more and question. Notice that judging, many people do this form. They take half. Go ahead and get Legends Martial Arts. Go ahead and read it off to me because I can't keep up with it. It only gives me part of your question, statement.
So my statement is, sir, this is Mr. Johnson. I notice that when people do that low block, that a lot of times when they make that first turn, they'll take like a half step back, which I think takes them off the star diagram. It's just something I noticed. I don't know.
Where are we at in the form?
Their first low block, going into rear stance before they do their jump hook kick, 9 block.
After this?
Yes, sir. And then when they load up, though, yes, sir, I see that a lot, especially with our youth juniors.
There's another reason to take your shoe off.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you gotta follow the lines of the form.
Yes, sir.
You gotta follow the lines of the form. When I get to here, it's here and boom, right? It's
Yes.
step out. We don't go
Yes, sir.
back.
I see many just take about a half step back, though. Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Good. Anybody else?
Hello, sir. I've got a question about the X block low. When we're doing it, which hand should be on top as we're doing the block?
Okay, great question, Mr. Jeffries. Because your left foot is coming back and creating the closed stance, your left hand will be on top. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Typically, it's whatever leg's in front is on top. But because we have our feet together, then we go to the next option, which is what foot brings you into a stance, like in Song Om 2, when I in move number 5, right, I do a number 2 round kick because my right foot's bringing me into my stance. My right hand's on the inside for this chamber block, right? So it's here, okay?
Thank you.
Right? Good.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
So after the
A question first. Who is this?
Arush, sir.
Oh, hey, Arush. There you go. I got to see it there.
Yeah. So at the tension ridge hand block, do we do the like after that when we're going to the slow spear hand? Do we like sort of get it back slightly?
Arush, did you walk away from your camera for 5 minutes?
No, sir.
I just talked about that. Did you not see me poke him in the eye?
Yes, sir.
We go here, right from here, just boom. There's no pull back
yes, sir.
before you go. If I pull back, he can hit me.
Yes, sir.
I need a shoe.
Yes. Arush, I need you to take your shoe off and hit yourself with it right now.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
You're welcome, Mr. McCulloch. Any other questions?
Chief Master Skiles, it's Timothy Millard.
Yes, sir.
At the knife hand after the X knife hand block and after the elbow, are we loading it and striking, or how much do we load it?
Okay, so the one after the elbow, it comes all the way back.
Comes all the way back, yes, sir.
1, 2. Okay. The second one from here, I just roll into the knife hand. I don't even take the time to close and then reopen the technique. I treat it like kind of like this move. Where
Yes, sir.
I just right from here, I just want to boom. I just want to strike quick. Okay. If you close it and then open it, that's fine. But my motion from here is I just kind of roll into it. Just make it quick. 1, 2.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Because again,
Thank you,
if Sebastian comes down here, I go boom. I want to be able to just clear and strike him rather quickly than making a big motion with it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, this is Billy Shoop.
And hold on 1 second. And on that X block, the left hand's on the inside because it's the hand you strike with. Okay, so just a minute ago, I told Mr. Jeffries, because of the foot I was stepping with, that hand had to be on top. Well, I stepped with my right, but my left hand is on top. This X block and the 2 X blocks in the brown belt form are exceptions to the rule because all 3 of them follow with a knife hand strike. Okay? So the 2 X blocks in the brown belt form, the reason why the first one, your right hand's on the inside, is because your right hand knife hand strikes. Okay? You're letting now watch that. The first one, I step with my right hand goes on the inside, I strike with my right. In Shim Jung, I step with my right, my left hand goes on the inside because my left hand is knife hand striking. So that's an exception to the rule. I think somebody just typed in there, do I close and then open my hand? I'll leave it up to you. I'm okay if it doesn't because I want to see block, strike rather quickly. I don't want to see you really chamber it fully and take the time to do it. I just want to see you fire out the knife hand strike real quick. Okay? Unless you hear different, just do it that way. Okay? If I have to correct myself later, I will.
Sir?
Right? Yes.
This is Billy Shoop. Miss Mary is asking, high-low blocks after the stomp kick, back fist, right up or left up?
Side kick. Right, left.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So on the sheet, it says move number 11 is a right high-low block. So if the right or left will determine which hand is up. So this is a right high-low block. This is a left high-low block. They chose to pick right or left based on the hand that's up. Okay. Just like a double under form block. This is the left double under form block. This is a right double outer forearm block because of the front hand being up. Good. Anything else? If anybody has to go, you can bow out quietly. That's fine. But I don't mind sticking around for a few more minutes to answer some questions.
Chief Master Skiles, it's John Rademacher from Pittsburgh. First of all, go Steelers. Second of all, can you show the last 6 moves one more time to show the transition from the penultimate segment to the final segment?
Sure. So I am here, sparring stance. I go 1 step, jump side kick. Then it's block, punch, circle, turn, look, block, punch, circle.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Anybody else?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you need names and ATA numbers? No, because you don't get any points for this. This is just for posterity.
Quick question for you, sir.
Yes.
Can you possibly show us the double step after the first 9 block?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So if this is my line, okay, I landed here on this corner of the Sauron Star, okay, horizontal line this way, vertical line this way. I'm going to go.
Okay. So you are turn. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
I pass.
All good, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Great job, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Millard. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, everybody. I'm leaving to go out of town next week, but I will try to get this recording trimmed up and sent out to everybody sometime this week. I'll get somebody here to help me with that functionality. The RSVP is still open. So if you have some teammates there that you don't want to have to worry about taking my email and forwarding on to them, they can still go in and RSVP, because I'll just steal your email address and I'll just email everybody on the list. There's clearly not everybody that RSVP'd is here today, because I think we had a little over 300 RSVPs, but I will send it out to everybody anyways. And so you'll have it, okay? And then make sure you get this latest form from the website. It has the written out version with all the steps, and I'm going to correct those 2 techniques that we talked about. And then it has kind of the list version on there as well. Right? I'm working on trying to schedule a time to get somebody to come in and help me film so we can get the video online. You can always, as a general reference, there are a few things that have kind of changed a little bit over time. You can go back and, as a reference tool for generality things, look at the way video online. They're on YouTube. You can Google Shim Jung ATA. It's Grandmaster MK doing the form. It's pretty darn close, but we've tweaked a few things since then. It's not that he's didn't do it right back then. We've made some modifications and some clarifications along the way. So, but it's a great, at least, reference tool for some generality of some things, okay? We covered a lot of detail today. Remember the slow intention things we talked about. Remember being fluid and not be a robot. Judges, it's up to you guys on that, right? Rhythm and timing, those are things that are part of your form score. Hand and foot timing, the offset timing. Make sure those upset punches. Remember, a normal punch starts palm down, it makes impact, or excuse me, palm up, and it makes impact palm down. An upset punch starts palm down, makes impact palm up. So it's pang here at the top, and then recoil, okay? Still see that. I don't want to see those knuckle scrapers, right? You see this a lot. If there's a board there, that's all they're going to do, or they just touch it. It's got to break the board, right? And then we talked about the turning part, okay? All right, great. If you have any questions that come to mind after, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help you, all right? Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow, yes, is Go Steelers. Tonight is Go Dogs. All right. Thanks for me, everybody. Shut up. Kenya. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you in Pittsburgh. All right. Don't forget, next month is Color Belt Weapons. We've got Chief Master Dendi doing single Songjabong, single Bombangi, and mid-range Jongbong reviews for Color Belt weapon forms. We'll see you there.
Thank you, sir. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How do you spell bird?
Thank
How do
you,
you
sir.
spell? How do you spell eagles, anyways?
Go Steelers.
Yes. Steelers with an I, baby.